谢谢，好，慢走。And here it is. McDonald's. Now, this is how you can tell China. On the back here, it says 放心, meaning like relax. And it's got like the McDonald's plus here to indicate that the temperature of the people who made the food and who delivered the food and everything is below 37.3. So they've actually printed this on the bag so that they can write it in place. And for a long time, they were doing it. They used to send you a card, or it would be written on the receipt. Yeah, now they don't seem to be doing it much anymore because people don't really care anymore. They're used to it at this point. Printed on the bag, that's how important it was for a while. Inside here, we got McSpicy wings. Do they have those in the US? I don't even know anymore. And the classic, so you can get used to the scale, Big Mac. Now, here's how we're doing this. The taste scale.
I did a pretty crappy job of explaining the taste scale here, so here's an overview. T is for thrift. In China, getting food delivered is all about getting the best price. Restaurants will have spend 50, save 5, spend 100, save 15, or just special prices on set meals that are on sale. And the apps will provide their own coupons and membership benefits too. Paying full price for delivery is for suckers. A is for aesthetics, including packaging and food presentation. How close is the food to the picture? Probably not very close. S is for saving the environment. I actually explained this one pretty well before, so I'll let me do the talking here.
A lot of places that do delivery in China will just separate everything in an attempt to make it not get soggy or whatever. So they'll be like, okay, so your thing comes with a hard-boiled egg. We'll put that in a little plastic container. And it comes with a sauce, and we'll put that in a plastic container. And we gotta take the sauce and the egg and put those in their own plastic container together, and then we'll put that in a bag, and then we'll put the food in another bag, but that's first gotta be in its own plastic container, but we'll wrap that in saran wrap just to make sure that it doesn't leak. And then we'll put all of those things in a bag, and now you've got 2 bags, and so if you want, you're not gonna wanna carry 2 bags, so we'll put all that in a bag, and here you go. And it's like, really?
The second T is for taste. Taste is taste. Finally, the E is for evaluation, a summary of my thoughts, and a chance for me to take away more points for things that otherwise don't fit on the scale. 10 points each for a total of 50, and then we'll double it for a nice, even, clean, round 100.
McDonald's is a dick with their delivery, and they charge way more than anyone else. Like $1.50 for delivery is expensive here. There is no reason to ever get McDonald's delivered. I can get a quality burger and good fries from a different place that's listed on the app and will be delivered by the app's Song people, and it will be about the same price. It's not worth getting McDonald's delivery, and I'm only doing this for you guys. McDonald's is never something that you go to as a luxury. McDonald's is the cheap option. So right off the bat, 1 out of 10, don't order McDonald's. At least it's paper. I like the paper. Nice looking bag. Nothing special, nothing shitty. It is a standard, exactly what you'd expect, McCafe latte. I'm sure it's probably the same one they have all over the world, but now you'll at least get to see what I would say about this and maybe get a better idea of how I feel about Luckin Coffee's coffee. That actually looks pretty decent. I can smell that sesame seed bun. That looks like a Big Mac. Exactly what you'd expect, where it's like, it's fine. It doesn't look gross, it doesn't look smashed, it doesn't look wrong, but it also just, you always look at the picture of a Big Mac and you're like, oh yeah. And then you look at the real Big Mac and you're like, eh. The aesthetics of that are just meh. So let's look at the chicken. It says mixed packaging from responsible sources, whatever that means. Looks pretty decent. It's crispy, even though it's been sitting here a little while. It's not bad, and I have seen a lot worse, but it's not above 5, and 5 is too generous. It's like little details, like the fact that this thing is printed not quite center, like they really didn't try because they're McDonald's. So 4 out of 10. In terms of saving the environment, they haven't done anything to go above and beyond, but everything, including the bag it was delivered in, was paper, no plastic at all, other than that cup. So 7 out of 10. This paper straw says, if you use it for a long time, it will get soft. It's like they're admitting, we know these things suck. Do I even really need the straw? It's pretty standard. It's definitely a dark roast coffee. It's nothing particularly special. It's exactly what I would expect. It tastes fine. If it was a situation where I was like, I really need a coffee, I'm about to go to like a meeting and McDonald's is the closest place, I'm gonna get one of these, it would be a coffee. It wouldn't be like, oh, come on, dude. I would be more like, that was a coffee. It's exactly what you'd expect from McDonald's. But if you were somebody like a standard Chinese person who doesn't really know coffee, who knows Luckin Coffee and knows Starbucks, and you're like, maybe I'll try coffee. For the first time and you go to McDonald's, they would take a sip and go, it's too bitter, and then they wouldn't like it. Take a bite of my Chinese Big Mac. Is it gonna taste exactly like it does in the US? Very dry. That's the first thing I noticed. Kind of hard to swallow, very, very dry. But flavor-wise, it's McDonald's. I love it. It feels like they forgot to put sauce on it, honestly. I mean, there's definitely sauce on it. It's getting moister near the middle. It's a Big Mac. Nothing out of the ordinary there. They managed to keep their consistency throughout the world. It's a Big Mac. However, McDonald's chicken, this is part of the meal. It didn't come with fries, and they didn't offer fries unless it came with the meal. And I wanted the meal that came with the coffee, so no fries. That's actually pretty good. It's spicy. Good chicken flavor. I'm actually kind of impressed. Kind of feels like they used way better quality meat than McDonald's usually does, even though somehow I doubt that. It's not warm. I mean, it's not hot, but delivered food rarely is, so can't really fault them for that one. So one thing I never really, like, this is a US versus China thing. When I was in the US, this would be a fully eaten chicken wing. Now, Chinese people eat chicken cartilage as just like they'll order just the cartilage as a thing. Like if you go to a barbecue place, they'll have like skewers with just chicken cartilage. And the first time I was here, I was like, why would you, like that? We throw that out and you'll order it? Now, that is not a fully eaten chicken wing. That is a fully eaten chicken wing. And the idea of not eating the whole chicken wing just seems weird to me at this point. Overall, the taste of this meal, I give them 6.5. 6.5. Because it feels like a 6.5. Where I'm like, oh, I'm actually impressed. The chicken's actually pretty good. I love the taste of the burger because it's a McDonald's burger and I've always loved McDonald's. The coffee, it's a coffee and I wanted a coffee. But it's not like, oh man, I would order this again. It's like, that was too expensive and not worth it. So that kind of taints the way that I feel about the taste, even though it shouldn't. So 6.5 instead of a 7 that I probably would have given it if it was cheaper. All of those things combined, I think I'm gonna give them the same score that I give them for the taste, the 6.5. It just, the taste kind of plays into my evaluation of it. The coffee was fine. The chicken was pretty decent. The burger, a little dry, but it's a McDonald's burger. It's fine. And the packaging, I'm glad that it's all paper, but I feel like it's like that Bo Burnham thing. McDonald's is just trying to be on the right side of history, and being such a massive company, they have to be like, we went all paper. And it's like, yeah, but look at your chicken farms. So like, I don't buy it. I don't feel like they're trying to go above and beyond. I feel like they're just trying not to get hate thrown their direction because they're a huge corporation. So, Chinese McDonald's. Have fries on your damn menu. That's my conclusion. So, with a final score of failure, it's McDonald's. I think that's exactly what you'd expect out of McDonald's. That being said, goddamn, I love McDonald's. Oh, so good.